Hello and welcome. Hey, have you heard about Spanx? You put them on and they just suck everything all up together and make you look so fabulous. You put them under your clothes, and there's all sorts of knockoff brands now, but the Spanx are pretty good. And the girl who started Spanx was, I believe, the first 20-year-old female billionaire. And I heard this story, and if it's not true, it's awesome, but I'm pretty sure it's true, that this young woman was raised in a home where failure was encouraged and almost the priority. So my understanding of this story is that she would come home from school and her dad would ask her how she failed that day. And she had to have an answer. And if she didn't have an answer, he seemed to be disappointed. And I've thought about this a lot. And actually I've practiced it with my kids a few times to try to break them free of this idea that failure is a bad thing. We don't learn unless we fail. In fact, most of the gargantuan failures of my life have brought me to where I am today and have helped me really see some of my dreams happen. So I want to talk a little bit about how we approach failure. I have a friend who designs video games. He actually designs educational video games for kids, and he really brought up how when kids are playing video games, they don't have the resistance to failure that we have like we do in our regular lives. You know, you die. Of course, you try not to die, but then when you die, you don't be like, oh, I died, and then you spend the rest of the day thinking about how you died in that video game. No, you just play again. And how that approach can be brought over into real life, where you fail, and then you don't drag your failure into your next attempt. You really let it go and then just keep going. I think this culture that's really antagonistic toward failure is built up, you know, in our politics, in our media. Anybody who makes a mistake, there's this, everybody gangs up on them. I mean, you know, something on Twitter will happen and somebody will lose their job. I mean, it's really ridiculous how we have this mob mentality that's so anti-failure, that nobody can admit mistakes, that people have to pretend that we're perfect, when again, thousands and thousands of years of human history have proven people fail, and failure is most likely going to be your best teacher. So why so down on failure? Why such a big deal? Why does it have to mean I'm a bad person if I fail? Doesn't that mean I'm just engaging with life? And if I take any risks of going out in the morning and risking doing right or wrong, the more I risk, the more I might increase chances of failing. A lot of companies, startups will say, hurry up and fail, which means you have to fail to succeed. So let's go out there and just start trying things. So I'd really like to reframe the idea of failure. And if you have this day where you think, oh, I just totally failed today, just recognize you can't do anything without risk of failure. If you're not failing, you're not living. So let's live and allow ourselves to fail and make room for failure for ourselves, for our spouses, for our kids, and recognize that we should be learning from our failures, not just trying not to fail.